What did ancient people eat? Frightening truth. Discover it. Open your fridge now. Look at the food inside. It is an absolute illusion. 3 million years ago, a brutal reality reigned. Sometimes, our ancestors were not mighty hunters. They were desperate scavengers, lurking in the shadows of apex predators. Vultures circled above. A lion tears off a chunk of fresh meat. Hyenas rushed in, their powerful jaws snapping ribs and smaller bones with ease. Our ancestors waited. They finally crept toward the devastated, stripped carcass. Only large, thick bones remained untouched on the ground. A heavy stone crashed down. The thick bone shattered violently. Inside hid a greasy treasure. Fluid dripped from the jagged, shattered edges. Filthy fingers scooped the raw, dripping fat into hungry mouths. This was our ancestral feast. Human hands alone possessed the perfect grip to wield those heavy, stone-smashing tools. Skulls were another prize. Cracking one open revealed almost a pound of pure, dense fat. It is a calorie-rich gold mine capable of saving lives. We also ate insects. Fat, white larvae squirmed. Beetles crunched loudly like shrimp between strong teeth. This daily struggle for scraps defined human existence for over 1 million agonizing years. Then, a spark changed everything. Inside Wonderwork Cave, ancient embers glowed softly against the damp, rocky walls. Fire arrived. Meat sizzled over hot, crackling coals. Roots baked slowly in the deep, burying ashes. Marrow bubbled richly. Cooking acted as external digestion, breaking down tough meat and raw, fibrous plants. Less energy was wasted. The human gut gradually shrank over countless generations of eating cooked meals. The surplus energy fueled a massive transformation. The human brain exploded in size. It consumes 20% of our calories, despite being incredibly small. Raw leaves couldn't power it. It demanded rich, cooked fat. Fire birthed our intelligence. Armed with bigger brains, the ancestral menu expanded wildly across the changing globe. Mammoth herds thundered across frozen plains, hunted by organized, clever human tribes. Rivers teemed with silverfish. Coasts yielded abundant, salty shellfish. Wild berries stained fingers red. But one prize stood above all others. A dripping honeycomb gleams. Nothing else in nature packs such an intense, immediate explosion of pure calories. Your brain remembers this completely. It is wired for sugar. Sugar meant instant survival energy. The excess became life-saving body fat. Your body cannot distinguish between wild honey and a processed, glazed donut today. Modern food corporations weaponize this ancient, deep-seated survival instinct against you. So to mimic sweet fruit, almost every packaged product hides processed sugar in a clever, deceptive costume. We are addicted to gratification. A massive mammoth kill saved months of tedious, exhausting foraging for small berries. That saved time sparked civilization. We crafted better tools. We told stories around campfires. But some ancient cravings reveal a terrifying, unimaginable darkness in our distant past. Guff's cave holds a grim secret. 14,000 years ago, stone tools meticulously scraped flesh from human skulls. The faces were carefully removed. The skull tops became smooth, chillingly shaped drinking cups. Long human bones lay cracked open. They were smashed exactly like those ancient antelope legs on the savannah. This wasn't desperate starvation. Plentiful deer bones littered the very same dark, echoing cave floor. A single bison provided massive calories. A human body offered a meager, inefficient yield of energy by comparison. This butchery was a conscious choice. One human forearm bone displayed a carved, deliberate zigzag pattern after defleshing. This was a dark ritual. Similar macabre scenes have been unearthed across ancient Europe. For thousands of years, humans consumed each other in chilling, systematic rituals. And the dietary horrors didn't stop there. Fresh meat wasn't always preferred. Huge kills rotted quickly. Chunks of flesh were stashed deep in freezing streams or dark, cool caves. Weeks later, maggots crawled thickly. A foul stench of decay filled the air around the ancient stash. They devoured the rotting meat. Bacteria pre-digested the tough flesh. It became easier to chew. The rot even produced vital B vitamins crucial for their survival. Your body remembers this rot. It loves controlled decay today. Golden cheese crumbles softly. Sourdough bread smells sour. Wine sparkles in a glass. Soy sauce drips darkly. This refined taste for cheese was born from eating rotting carcasses on the savannah. Your midnight cravings are ancient echoes. You desire salt and fat. You hunt for the richest bite. A 3 million-year-old program runs relentlessly inside your mind right now. It scans for scarce calories. It urges you to eat before the next brutal, inevitable famine arrives. But that starvation world vanished. If you woke up 50,000 years ago, you would perish quickly. The landscape would look barren. Finding clean water will be very difficult. Strange plants would be toxic mysteries. You couldn't outrun a wild beast. You'd die surrounded by invisible food. Now imagine an ancient ancestor stepping into your brightly lit, modern kitchen. They would be completely overwhelmed. Cold, sweet nectar flows from metal cans. Bread sits perfectly baked. Fresh milk waits patiently in sealed containers for weeks without spoiling. Exotic fruits glow with impossible colors. No one had to chase this meal. No one bled for this feast. It is a God's pantry. For millions of freezing, terrifying years, every human was desperately, painfully hungry. You might be the very first generation to forget that constant, gnawing pain. But your genes never forgot. The savage past still controls your appetite. Every crunch of a snack echoes a cracked bone. Every sip of soda mimics a rare honeycomb. We are ancient survivors. We are trapped in a world of terrifying abundance. Look at the fridge again. It is not just an appliance. It is the ultimate victory over 3 million years of brutal, unyielding starvation. Yet, it is also a trap. We feast like desperate scavengers in a world where the hunt is over. The savannah is gone. The hunger remains. It gnaws in the dark. The refrigerator door swings open, illuminating the quiet kitchen with a stark light. Your hand reaches for the shelf. The ancient program dictates the choice. Fat, sugar, survival. We eat to cheat a death that is no longer chasing us through the grass. We are overfed guards. It dictates our modern diseases. We struggle against our own success. Understand the profound privilege of a full plate. Eat with a deep, silent gratitude.